of bitterness and curses, and in their paths, nothing but ruin and misery, and the fear of God is not before their eyes. They have taken the hearts and minds of our leaders. They have recruited the rich and the powerful, and they have blinded us to the truth. Our human spirit is corrupted. Why do we worship greed? Because outside the limit of our sight, feeding off us, perched on top of us from birth to death, are our owners. Our owners. They have us. They control us. They are our masters. Wake up. They're all about you, all around you.
What is up? It is your boy Macaroni. I am in the building. We are in this bitch strapped like Crowder. Let's go. So, more bank runs, or should I say just more bank failures. Bitcoin surges up. What's going on in the economy, people? I don't know. You know me, I just always talk about, diversifying the portfolio, buying silver, gold, and crypto, and don't forget the bullets for protecting. It's your boy Macaroni. Like I said, welcome to the show, Barbershop, Facts and Chit Chat. I've been seeing a lot of stuff in the news, a lot of layoffs. A lot of people now are finding out, about these layoffs. We've been calling it out for a good week or two now, since I've been dropping some videos. I'm thinking that, one of my things I talk about a lot is the writing on the wall. A lot of people don't see it. They can't see it coming. It's more out of why they can't see it is because of who they follow. And when I say who they follow, I mean, I get it. All your life, you've been trained to believe and to follow and to only listen to newspaper, radio, television. My only thing is, why do they keep getting it wrong? And then why do you keep listening to the people who keep getting it wrong? I try to understand. And there's no excuse. I just need to know. Literally. I mean, please comment. Why do people put up with the abuse? Literally. I try to figure it out. I can't tell you why. I'm not much for the abuse. You can say that I mean, probably we all take abuse in certain ways every day. Living life. But in the aspect of knowingly taking the abuse, or I guess, are you just not paying attention? Are we just too busy paying attention to other things? Or do people get so scared and it's just easier to not even think about it and pretend like it's not even there? I don't know. I try to figure that shit out for the life of me. Because we have a fucking DeLorean. Everybody in this world, unless you're living off the grid, that means no flip phone, no phone in general. Flip phone, yeah, you're off the grid somewhat. But whoever can access YouTube, that's called a time machine. Why is that a fucking time machine? Probably because you can go back and you can check people's work. What do you mean by checking people's work? Well, we can go back and we can see Ben Bernanke telling people that this bank run, it's nothing. Just one bank falling. Don't worry. We got it all under control. And then what happened in 2008? This is the fucker that they got going around the world talking about financial advice and giving financial advice. They're paying him to speak to people about money when he knowingly sank the economy. And before he did, he let all his buddies get out of the market. And we allow that shit to happen. It's crazy. None of these people go to jail. None of these people are arrested. None of these people are held to any accountability. And then we just let it go. Like, literally let it go. I'm so confused. That's why I shun the elders, because we've all made fucking a generation of soft ass pussy men who do not, we don't make shit happen. We don't get to the bottom of it. We just let it happen, or we take the easy way out. And that's why we're in our situation now. It's as simple as that. Shout out to mytdope.com sponsoring the show. Got the gear up on the screen. Check it out. Some of my favorite t-shirts. Some ones I get. We got some premium wear up there. Better, it'd be like better quality, 100% cotton. Some of the shirts up there are, they're decent quality, but you know, I wanted them to be somewhat affordable for some people, so you know we can spread the word. Promo codes are up at the top of the website. Hit the little hamburger at the top left. Check out the catalog, or you can search women, unisex, whatever you want to search, t-shirt wise. Red pill, pets, you know, whatever. We got a plethora of options and stuff like that. And I also do work, you know, freelancing if you need something for something, and I can always, you know, do some mock-ups. All right, let's get into it though. We got the bank failing. We got all your economists, your analysts, everybody who gave you these great revisions, job revisions. They're off by 1.5 million. That was old news. And as you can see, we're about to reap the benefits of the bad news from all the people that have been right, or at the top of the level of supposed to be getting it right, I guess. I mean, I don't know how you can be in your field for this long and keep fucking up the bag. And like I said, there's no accountability being held, because we don't even hold our own selves to accountability. Simple as that. And people know exactly what I'm talking about. And I don't want to run people off, because we all have to face facts. We all did some stuff in our life that we regret. It just so happens that some of you motherfuckers did some shit that you thought that you were doing right because you were being told. That should be a clear indication of the information you're receiving from who you're getting the information from. It's as simple as that. That's why I get lost, because a lot of people can say what they want to say. But remember, we were fighting this code red thing that shut us down for a year and a half, 2 years. Remember, we're fighting it. Remember how you were really adamant about wearing that fucking diaper on your face, and how you were looking and judging people who didn't get the death jab. Remember that. Remember how there were people talking about their, like, literally parents calling for other parents to lose their children because they refused to give their kid the death jab. Remember that. I really want people to remember that, because you have to understand the depth of how far some of these people were going. And now there's fucking crickets from these people. And they can't say they weren't against you. That's why I said there's this thing called the time machine. You can delete your little bullshit rants and your hate speeches and whatever you were saying in the past about how you felt. Please delete it, because when you delete stuff, it only makes it more enticing for me. It only shows that you were more complicit. You know, it's the cover up that gets you, not the crime. Because the cover up just lets us know how complicit you were, because you did the crime and you're really trying to cover it up. So that's why I have to tell people, like, you have to, like, watch these people's actions, and don't forget about the people and where they stood, because these are the people who will drown us all. These are the people who will fuck around and get us all killed. As simple as that. because they're so afraid out of their own fear that now it's time to force you to do the unthinkable. It's time to force you to do something that they did. Because out of their fear, they're ready to enact and force literally anything just to get by, to have the illusion of freedom. It's crazy. Why does everyone who fight for freedom and for the good of the earth and man resort in violence to do it? Shouldn't you be on the defense? You're on the offense in your mind and in your actions and how you project what you do in this world. And then you're on the defense on protecting yourself because you shouldn't want to cause harm. You're the one that's standing for greatness and peace amongst everybody and choice. On the other hand, in order to win that, you dictate hate, violence, tyranny. It's such it's the funniest thing ever. Like I was watching this one like shorts, and this guy was sitting down, and it had to be in California or San Francisco. They were fucking nuts, and they were like, oh, he didn't have his mask on. They were making comments, and they got mad because he didn't have his mask on outside, which I think is irate. The fuck out of my face. So the lady and her husband or boyfriend, they got mad, and she threw hot coffee on this guy. I would have got up and beat, or the dude did. Regardless, they assaulted him first. Yes, it would have went down. And then the first thing they want to do after this couple get into a tussle with this one man, which the wife or girlfriend was also hitting him, was also attacking him. And to be honest with you, I thought he was kind of respectful in the way he handled her, because I don't strike women at all. Never have, never will. But I think it's funny that this lady was literally like hitting this guy and striking him and trying to do everything in her power to strike him. So this is why I speak on the issue of like, man, you never know what's gonna happen. And like literally, I think it was either him or her. They threw the coffee on him. It was hot. He got up. He started really going after fighting the guy. So I feel like the guy threw the coffee, but the girl was still trying to. And next thing you know, like after the tussle, the couple's on the phone trying to call the police. I'm just cracking up. I think this is the funniest thing ever. I'm like, you assault him, throw coffee on him. He's out there minding his own business. He just doesn't have a mask on outside, you fucking nutball. Which we've already had the evidence that masks don't work. Where are you getting your evidence and your science? Because for the last, since 1970s, they've had this study out of India that it was peer reviewed. And it was saying that the masks don't work. They actually cause more harm. Yes, they do. They carry bacteria depending on how you wear and use your mask. Most people don't understand that once you touch it, take it off, put it, it's bad. You need another one. And you fucking clown, it's not keeping out anything. No viruses. They're smaller. Particles are getting in. Do your research. And that fucking diaper thing you have on your face, cloth, man-made, doesn't work. If masks were so relevant, I think everyone in the ER, in the emergency room, in the hospital would have them on as you would enter. Because that's the place where everybody comes who's sick. So you would not know who's coming in with what. So why wouldn't we protect everyone? I mean, these are just simple things I come up with, like, man, isn't this weird? I have to wear a fucking diaper on my face just to walk into a restaurant, but when I sit down, I can take it off. How is that any different from me standing up and having to put it on to go to the bathroom? I knew that it was just nothing about, it was just all about control. That was easy. I didn't need a fucking, like, someone or a celebrity to come wake me up and shake me and tell. I knew that. I can read. I can pay attention. I read the signs. I can read the writing on the wall. This was nothing but a big power trip. And they just want to see how well and how far they can push it, and how many dummies they can get. And I tell people like, wow, you believe in that shit so much. What happened? Why did you stop taking it? Why'd you stop taking the death jab then? Come on. I mean, I'm an advocate. I think this biological weapon that has been created, I believe, hey, if you think that it's healthy for you and you are afraid, 100% your right to go get it. I fight for your right to go get it. You can have mine too, motherfucker. Just in case you thought yours didn't work, take mine as well. All my boosters to go with it. I'm just curious on why everybody stopped getting them. I don't hear nobody else. I don't see motherfuckers showing that card no more on dating apps. I be laughing. I was laughing because motherfuckers was like, "Oh, I'm not going out with you if you're not. If you're," I'm like, "Wow, really? You're really that way? Why wasn't you like that 10 years ago with the flu vaccine or the measles or any other death jab? What is it so? Oh, okay. Now that you're like, okay, here we go. All right. So why? What happened? Why are people taking those? Why are you taking it? I mean, people were taking pictures with it. Where y'all at now? I'm dead serious. I really. Where is that energy? I think it's the funniest shit ever. And you know what? Oh well. Do you not deserve it? You think you do. You signed up for it. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to say? I was shunned. I was spit on, talked about, laughed at, conspiracy theory, blah blah blah. I'm well off. I'm good. I like it over here. I like the hole. It's fun down in the rabbit hole. You know why? The rabbit hole taught me some shit. The rabbit hole only told me to pay attention to their actions, watch where the money goes. How else do you perceive truthful information? By watching actions and see who gets paid? I mean, literally, by the fruits they bear, you should know them. Well, however it goes. So, it is what it is. And I only regurgitate the dumb shit they say to you. I can go show you the video that they said it, and you still have doubt. It's the best thing ever. It's like, man, I know I'm a decent person and I got a great conscience because I was like, wow, I should have been just fucking bamboozling all these people from the jump. I didn't know these people were so easily misled. All you need is a fucking suit, tie, or a popular face, or it's just something, and then you got them. All you gotta do is dress the part. It's like almost you can tell them that you're a con artist and they'll still fall for it. I've watched the bank do it for, twice in my lifetime. Bamboozle some motherfuckers. 401k gone. Pensions, all that shit gone. Retirement gone. And nobody bats an eye. You motherfuckers don't do nothing. They don't go to jail. Ben Bernanke, this motherfucker out here telling you that everything's okay. It falls. Nobody's asking questions. And you wonder why we call it the Matrix, because I say they're all in on it. They all know each other. They're all related. They're all friends. I can't wait to show you this video towards the end. Some people's probably seen it. Hilarious. I mean, it is hilarious to me because we've only been talking about it for the last, 5 years, that these people are all connected. And then we're looked at as nutballs. Because Barry Santoro and George Bush are cousins. And Trump and Hillary Clinton are cousins. I'm looked at as a nutball. You can do an ancestry test and find out that you're related to somebody and you're happy about that from your past, but you find out that other people are related and it's a conspiracy theory. Why? Because anything outside the realm that makes you feel uncertain about yourself, it has to be deemed crazy. Welcome to the Matrix. That is nothing but a program that's been installed in your generation and the past generation and the past generation. The majority of the group wants to follow the herd. And if they don't, they'll be shunned out or they'll be looked at or judged. And people care about that, which I get it. I totally get it because who doesn't? We're all human. But to a certain extent, Why do you care? You have to realize, no matter how much money you have, no matter how popular you are, no matter how broke, it doesn't matter. You're doing good, you're doing bad, you're middle class, mediocre. You'll always be judged. Always. You're always going to be looked at. People are always going to talk about you. That's why I don't give a fuck. Because no matter what, people are always going to hate me or hate on me, which is hard to figure out. I don't know why. But I've gotten a lot of it. For real. The attack is real. And if you know me, I am not a violent person. I will die right beside my friend, my foe, my homie, no matter the color, the gender, the sex. I'm not gonna lie to you and uh, and play with this charade of more than two genders. But if you're my people, I will respect how your wishes, but I'm not going to lie and come out here and tell a fabrication that's not true to uphold our friendship. That's what friendship is about, is telling the truth. But in all hindsight, like I said, I digressed. Uh, I will die beside my friend no matter what, protecting them. But I will not lie and keep up some charade to play with people and to make somebody feel happy. If that's the case, then fuck, man, I should have identified as a millionaire. You know, some people identify as cats and animals and shit like that. That's okay. I'm okay with that. If you want to identify as a barn animal, you can do that. I just would think you should do that in your own personal home. It's weird a little bit. For fuck's sakes. But for real, man. My bad, digress. We need to hold ourselves accountable, and we need to pay attention more to the signs. We need to stop following these fake ass actors, these fake ass people who know nothing, who are only paid to literally take us in the direction that whoever's running the world wants to. Like I said, they're all connected. All these people are family members. All these people, it's been that way. They have to keep it that way. They can't let fucking outsiders like you in, because when they do, they jeopardize the risk of the plane going to shit because you have a conscience. That's the difference between us. We have conscience. They don't. They have no feelings. They're like completely cold-blooded. Why? Because not too many people can push a button and send a nuke. Not too many people can enslave a race out of pure just using them to do stuff and exploiting them for their natural resources. Which, as you can see around the world, these other countries are getting tired of that shit. Looks like they're brokering deals with France, Australia, New Zealand, Mexico. It looks like a lot of things are being done behind the scenes. And we have a lot of actors, entertainers, who are out here just playing these roles to keep your mind off of the big picture that you're about to get your money and currency taken, depleted. You're gonna be hungry as fuck. They're gonna starve you because, as you can see, there's gonna be a lot of empty shelves. Your water's being poisoned. Your food's being poisoned, and then the food that they're giving you is like plastic, spongy. There's all type of shit. Let's see, because I got a few videos. I'll drop a few videos at the end so I can show you. But just a lot of things that are going on in the economy. Train derailments averaging 1 to 2 a week. They're playing with the weather modification. Now we're just laughing at you. We've been calling weather modification out for the longest. The Chinese was bragging about in like 2015. They have a machine that can modify and manipulate the weather. You call us crazy, I just laugh at you because you don't do anything but pay attention to the dumbest shit out and wonder why things don't work or why you're lost a little bit or why it's because your information is discarded. I'm sorry to tell you that. I mean, all you have to do is pay attention. Like I said, we all have a fucking DeLorean. DeLorean. Take your ass back to the future. Pay attention to what they said. And then after you do that, you can also see that they've been bullshitting you. None of these politicians are real. They're all fake. They're all full of shit. Why do I say that? Actions speak louder than words. All you have to do is pay attention. Well, the Democrats always try to stop what the Republicans do. That's the game. It's called good cop, bad cop. I know this is hard. I mean, literally will blow your fucking mind when you have to think about that. Oh man, like all of this is fake. I know. It's hard. I know. I get it. It really is hard. Excuse me. It's hard for people to grasp that this world is. And when I say fake, I'm not saying like, oh my God, it's like fake. I'm saying the majority of a lot of the shit you watch that's given to you, advertised to you, the politicians, your medical field, everything. When I say fake, I mean it's fake. As you can see, this Code Red issue we had a year and a half of. A lot of people are pushing this narrative. They're still pushing this narrative. Your boy TC for on Fox just got let go for telling the truth. I don't know. It could be a part of the plan. These people, majority of these people are all agents anyway. It's all a show, like I said, to keep you apparently like over here. Why the economy falls, your money goes to shit, you go poor, and the third world country of America starts. Why China and other countries like Russia and them surrounding team up on us and beat us down. I mean, it's by demand. They're trying to get rid of the Constitution. Simple as that. They hate the Constitution. The Constitution speaks freedom. They're God-given rights. God-given. As in, like, they can't take them. America is basically the only shining light on the hill that has that. That's why they need to bring us into war. That's why they're beating the war drums. This is why I speak about war and I speak to the military. Like, you have to be educated on the fact that we're all pawns in this world. I know that we're being told we're fighting for freedom. I totally get that. And I'm not saying that there are not bad people or actors who are here to do us harm. This is true too. But I assure you that the majority of our problems are only enacted by our higher ups. I promise you. Most of these people employ or bring in people or entities to cause issues, problems, or to spark something to say, see, look, this is why we need to address these issues here. It is all by design to enact and further the plan. Simple as that. They gas you up. Our democracy never, it was in Iraq. Our democracy was never in fucking wherever they go. I promise you. How does your democracy get over there? It doesn't. It is a way of means to take their ass over there, loot, exploit other countries, and rob them of their natural resources. That's all we have done. Other countries are tired of that shit. The American people do not know that. The American people think that we are here rescuing and playing hero. I'm sorry to say that. We are the fucking Homelander. This is why that shit came out. Think about that. We are definitely Homelander. And it's almost like if you pay attention to Homelander's role, he's got a son and he's starting to see there's things like if you're watching that show The Boys, like you can see that he was kind of teeter-totting to how he was at the end. Like he I don't know, you just got to watch it, but you can see that it was teeter-totting of the side how what happened at the end. I don't want to spoil it for people who haven't watched it. So but you will see what I'm saying. His character it was almost becoming likable because he was understanding and That's kind of like how they have us. The American people is clueless to what your elites are doing. You really believe they are doing well and they have our best interests in hand and they're trying. It's not like that. Through observation of watching money, through paying attention on what's going on in the economy over a long period of time, how can you think otherwise when the same people have been in power? Just literally think about that. Like I said, it's a combination of good cop, bad cop. We're trying, we're fighting for this, we're fighting for that. Create class, create division. There will always be static with that. Versus they were supposed to be left right working on issues to make it better for us. And that's not what's happening. They always give in to the Fed. Nobody ever fights it, and there's only one or two senators or congressmen that do, but that's just a charade to say that there is someone fighting it. To show you the illusion, to give you the illusion that, yeah, look, see, there is, it's all an illusion. Like I said, our history, our English language, our language, our everything has been just like so manipulated that it's just crazy. And like I say, religion, best way to separate people. Our God's better than your God. And then they have so much trust in these churches and these preachers. I'm not shunning every preacher. I'm not casting judgment on every preacher. I'm not saying every church operates the same. Like I say, I believe that, like, just like the American people, there are a lot of people that believe in good and that they're doing good and they want to believe that, but they don't know the people at the top are really causing the bad problems and what they're really up to. It's the same way with churches. Some of these churches don't know any better and they're really actually doing good for the community and they mean well and they do well. And then majority of these large churches or churches in general, they know what goes on, they understand, and they're not doing anything well for us, and they don't care about us. And then if they were, then why has it always been getting worse and worse and worse and worse, especially since I was a kid? And that's just for observation. You can't tell me what I've grown up seeing. Just like I can't tell you how to feel about something. So I've grown up in the aspect of not going to church, and then going to church, and understanding and being in the last days. And look, I'm a very spiritual person. I believe in God, the creator of this world. I just don't believe in the shit that they're feeding us. If you want to, that's all good for you. So me saying that I'm spiritual, like I said, I believe in a creator. Someone created this motherfucker. I don't think it was the people they're showing you, the surfer dude. And I don't believe anything they're saying. I think they've manipulated our information. Our religion's been licked on and then given to us in a way of manipulation and control. And like I say, class and destruction. All it has done is cause battles, murder, force. Because if you don't, then, or else, that shouldn't be behind religion. I wouldn't think so. A peaceful religion, or a religion like, But like I said, follow who you want to follow. Conscious. There's something telling us yes, no, good, evil. We all have it. So there's no excuses, in my opinion. So that's why I talk about military. I talk about our government, the whole mindset, the whole pawn on how they use us. Because ask yourself this. I promise you. If we were to enact that anyone who voted that we go to war were to sign up and to enlist and be on the flight to go with us over there to fight, I guarantee there be no wars. None of these elites will fight. They are giant pussies who never put in work. Little rich kids that pay people to do their dirty work. I promise you. I promise you. They don't put in work. They've never worked. Never had jobs. They don't know what it's like to be you. They don't know what it's like to work hard, work doubles. They don't know what it's like to struggle. Never have they ever struggled. Never. So why would you listen to someone who knows nothing about or has any work ethic at all? Why would you? They have literally no insight. Never built anything. They've been given money. They've been given nothing but opportunity. Warren Buffett, Nancy Pelosi, all these people are the best of the best in the stock market. And they don't have a problem with being in the stock market. They will come get you. They will fuck with you if they see any discrepancies in your money or in your taxes. But this bitch has insider trading, and she does the best out of everybody. Outdoes Warren Buffett by 70% or some shit. Nobody bats an eye. Her husband gets all the military contracts and more. Nobody bats an eye. And I'm the fucking crazy person. Like, I'm the great. I really find this hard to. Sorry. I'm very passionate because, like, I talk to people. And I mean, family members and people. And I really find it hard. How do they not? I don't get it. Man, I don't get it. But yeah, back to the military. All the militaries. I'm not talking to just the American military. I'm talking to all around the world. Stop being pawns. There's more of us than them. They're as simple as that. There is way more of us than them. Stop letting them trick you and tell you things that are not true. People over here in America do not want to come there and fight you. We don't want to bomb you. We don't want to do none of that. Just like you don't want to come over here and fuck with us. We don't want to come over there and tell you how to run or how to live your life. Just like you don't want to come over here and tell us how to do that either. You just want to provide for your family, live free, and enjoy life. And live peace and harmony. Like everybody does. But they give us class. They give us poverty, minority, drugs, things to deter us, to bring our vibrations down. And that just fucks up the world. Why? Because then it creates chaos. Order out of chaos. That's how it's done. And the way they're trying to take our firearms is just outrageous. Outrageous. I'll tell you one thing. I listen to all type of music. I love rock. I love classical rock. I love like the old school country, I guess you can call it, but I would call it classic rock. I don't really like country music. Sorry. Old school country, I guess I can say that, but nothing like all this weird new stuff. I like what I like, and I'm not going to change it because somebody's coming around that's a different color, that's the same color as me. And that happened to me before. And my dude was making fun of me. And I laughed because it was me and his brother. And I said, motherfucker, if I was to turn off my music because I came upon you or anybody like you, then shit, I wouldn't be no better than the motherfucker being the fakest out here. I mean, am I wrong? Like, why would I pretend not to be me? Why would I put on some airs? I like what I like. I'm not going to pretend to be somebody else, or I'm not going to be ashamed of what I like. And for me to even think twice about turning my music down because I seen him, because we listen to trap rap. I love trap rap. Listen to it all the time. But I'm not going to go and act on it. I can take it there on the defense. I don't want to. I walk away. I'm only here to defend. As simple as that. I preach that. But don't think we ain't paying attention. Don't think we ain't looking. We come from that same shit too. We own that same shit too. We just have a better mindset and we know how to play this game. It's chess, not checkers. You motherfuckers is playing chess. You got it right. You motherfuckers is playing checkers. Man, you've been playing checkers for the last 30 years. You ain't learned. That's what I'm confused about. The fuck? This is not hard. The key is to learn from your mistakes. At least acknowledge and not be in denial. At least perceive different information. How can you call someone wrong? How can you shun information, call someone crazy when you won't even pay attention to the information to even see what they're saying? To get a get an understanding of why now you go, okay, I've watched this. I disagree with it. This is why. I have this, that, and the other. You don't have that. You have, oh, I don't listen to him because he likes him or he's this way. Okay, well, what about his work? Well, he says 1 + 1 is 2, but he's a conservative or he's a Democrat, so you can't believe that. Okay. Oh my God. Some people have to get hit in the head a bunch of times to fucking understand. Some of you won't make the hit. After the third, fourth, fifth hit, some of you going to have a concussion. Some of you go into a coma. Some of you just die. You're not built for it tough. So I wouldn't recommend you take too many hits. I'd recommend you go back to the fucking DeLorean there, Michael. For real. Learn some shit. Get on your grind. Research. All you have to do is go back and see what they said in the past. All these people, they've been in power for the longest. Wheels have been rolling, bro. All you gotta do is go pay attention. Proof is in the pudding, baby. Not my words. It's theirs. It's regurgitating the ignorance. The only person that's blind to the truth and the facts are you, because you refuse to go read and or pay attention, or you don't even got to read it no more. There's probably a YouTuber out there who's showing you, and then after that you can be like, oh, that ain't true. Then you can go read it yourself, and then you can go on YouTube again and go onto the media and look back what they were talking about then. I don't understand. It's not that hard. Observation, baby. That's why we win here. I think I know why people hate me. And I'm not cocky. I'm just confident in myself. I'm confident in what I know and what I believe in, because I usually just try to go off of observation, actions, who got paid, what big money is doing, where they're putting their money. If you thought crypto was a scam, the Lakers didn't. The Lakers believe in crypto for the next 20 years. Everything's a scam. Life is a scam. Nothing is guaranteed. Everybody has egg on their face. Everybody's wrong at some point. It's how you operate afterwards. It's how you address the problem afterwards. Some of you have no fucking accountability. Some of you hide and pretend like you didn't ever say anything, or you weren't writing. Some of you will quickly delete, disperse. It's all good. You know. That's what makes it. That's what I know. That's why I'm good, because I know you know. I know you know how you was acting. I know you was a fucking clown. I know you know. I know how you feel on the inside, because I felt that way too. But I address mine. I'm not a ashamed of my downfalls or my mishaps, because I've learned. You, on the other hand, that shit is still dwelling in the inside. I know it's hurting. Hey, deal with it in your own time. Hopefully you do it before it's too late. I don't know how many hits you can take, but some of you, like I said, can't. You're not built for it tough. Some of you are not in the bloodlines. Yeah. Some of you ain't built for it tough. So pay attention to the signs. Jump in your DeLorean. Go back and see what your leaders, the people that you love, the people that were activists, the people that were all about the environment. How are all these people that are about the environment? You're not hearing no environmentalists standing up about these spills. Oh, I'm sorry. These leaks. They're not spills. They've leaked it. The tanker fell over. It didn't leak out anything. It didn't spill anything on the crash. It was released. It was leaked. It was purposely leaked. Purposely let out. And then burned. That's just the article. They just know that you're not going to read it. You're just going to see the front page. You're going to read the headliner, and you're just going to believe whatever the headliner says. That's all that is. But when you go down and you read the facts, it says that they released the tanker of chemicals. And then they did a slow burn. Like, because Elon Musk said the same thing on his Twitter months before it happened. I don't know. And they got a movie out called White Noise. So, I did promise you guys some videos. They're just shorts. They're not long videos at all. It was some stuff that I just be scrolling through my, conspiracy stuff. And one thing I like about TikTok, I hated TikTok. Because, I don't really care for it as much. But I understand why they hate TikTok. I truly get it. I know why they hate TikTok. Because TikTok got a lot of people that tell the truth. Spread the truth. That's why they hate TikTok. I know there's a downfall in TikTok as well, but then there's a lot of other people on there reaching out, building relationships with other content creators, and they're waking up the mass on some stuff. It's great to see that. So let's get into it. I'm telling you, this is going to be awesome. I can't wait. There's the one I was saying. Now the first one I'm going to show, I'll find it. This one's going to be on the whole Epstein. This will tie him in and show you how deeply tied in a lot of these politicians, celebrities, how they're all, it's all a fucking charade. They're all in on it. They're all working together. They all know each other. They all take care of one another. So I can't wait to show you this. I found this one. I was like, yeah, big ups. So let's get into it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my bad. I didn't mean to do that. All right. So this is the video I was talking about with the whole Epstein thing. This is the one I want you to check out. Yeah, just check it out. Like I said, let's go.
So I saw this video, and I don't know who to give credit to, but if you know who they are, tag them. Thank you, because holy cow.
Jeffrey Epstein used to teach math at the Dalton School in New York. The guy who hired Epstein, even though Epstein dropped out of college and was only 21 years old at the time, was Donald Barr, the father of Attorney General William Barr. Epstein would be let go and Donald Barr would resign as headmaster in 1974. In 1973, though, he wrote a book called Space Relations. Get this. Space Relations is a science fiction novel about a planet ruled by oligarchs who perform child sex slavery. Doesn't that sound familiar? Fast forward 46 years into the future. Jeffrey Epstein is taken into custody and Bill Barr is the Attorney General of the Department of Justice.
So, I thought that was pretty funny because, like I said, this shows you how connected these people are. They're all connected. They all know one another. They all take care of one another. we're moving on. All right, hold on. Got another one. I think I got another one. Is it gonna let me do it? All right, I thought this was kind of weird, and this is why I was like, man, this is why I think they hate TikTok, because people be like showing all type of shit on here. So check this out. This is why I say they attacking our water, because my dude was like, man, that's fake. I said, bro, they're standing right there. I mean, if it's fake, they did a good job of it being fake, but shit. Apparently she did it twice, because as you can understand and hear, she's going to be start talking and she's going to start saying stuff.
Put me in here.
All right.
For all the people on TikTok that don't believe us, we got a different bowl with some different water. Just a little bit of water in there. Like, we're in a different
I'm cracking up at her voice. I'm sorry.
room. Same thing. Same light. Look, now show the light. Watch. What the fuck is this, world? What the fuck?
Yeah. I mean, shit, do the test. I might test that shit myself, to be honest with you. All right, hold on. I'm going to move on. There's another one. There's just one that I wanted to show people because there was this chick. She was at this store. She's getting something to drink. There's no, like, handles on the door. And she has to put her card in some little machine. And then she has to select the door she wants to open. So I just want to let people get ready for that. All right, let's go. This is the one I was telling you about right here. This is, this, like I said, some random chick. Like I said, I'll be scrolling down because you gotta understand, we are the new media. We are the new reporters. We are the new journalists because they're not going to tell you. They're going to tell you at the last minute when it already happened, when it's too late. Let's go.
Here at this gas station, and I was trying to open this door, and I could not open it. You see how they're numbered? I was getting something for a video, a natty light I need. So I have to go over to this machine. Have you guys ever seen this before? Look, and you put your ID face down in it, and then it takes a picture. It like scans your face, and then you type in the door that you want to open, and then it unlocks the door for you. I have never seen this before.
Boycott the fuck out of that place. Yeah, I'm telling you, boycott that place. This, ladies and gentlemen, I love this. I love this.
Things I thought were crazy people talk a few years ago, and now I know are true. The Vatican is evil. Cloning is real. Hollywood is satanic. Child sacrifice is a regular thing that happens, and it happens on the Christian holidays the most that they have you celebrating here in America and across the world. Things I thought.
Yeah. You're not crazy. I mean, I get it. She saw the light. All right, here go one that I want people to see. There's this rapper. He got into this issue with Drake. I love what he says because I can understand why they took him out. I can definitely understand why they got rid of him. He was prolific. He was a leader, a young leader, because man, just wait till you hear what he said.
Coincidence, this is all being said and shown.
I'm the most feared man in Hollywood. They don't like me in Hollywood.
Why do they not like you?
I don't wear dresses. I don't do that gay stuff on TV. You had to get some other black person to do that stuff. But they all confess they love the Lord. But you cannot compromise yourself if you love the Lord. So I play tough guys, but young kids want to be soldiers. Young kids don't want to follow a guy to wear a dress.
I actually want to say a lot of things, but I'm just going to mind my business because sometimes I feel like I have such a big platform that if I don't say the right things, I might get killed.
And now it's bigger than just our skin color. That's what I want people to also see.
It's an economic war right now.
Not even just that. Like, mentally, the slavery is not physical anymore. It's mental. As far as the New World Order has come in the shape of electronics. You know what I'm saying? Taking away your mind from what you want to apply it to.
That control things and make all the important decisions. Forget the politicians. The politicians are put there to give you the idea that you have freedom of choice. You don't. You have no choice. You have owners. They own you. They own everything. They own all the important land. They own and control the corporations. They've long since bought and paid for the Senate, the Congress, the state houses, the city halls. They got the judges in their back pockets. And they own all the big media companies, so they control just about all of the news and information you get to hear. They got you by the balls.
It's not a
Yeah. And He's not lying. That's why they killed Carlin. Alright, this is what I love, because that's why I said this is what I love about TikTok, because it's waking up people, which some people knew this shit was, you know. But this is what I love about America now. You motherfuckers love to brag about the new weapons you got.
A $25 million order now buys this. Enough to kill half a city. The bad half.
The bad half. The poverty half.
Nuclear is obsolete. Take out your entire enemy, virtually risk-free.
So after they poison the food, poison the water, cause people to go into panic, cause a hunger game, cause a purge, they get to test out these new robotic, awesome weapons they have. Right? Is that what I was picking up? I don't know. I could be wrong.
Just characterize him, release the swarm, and rest easy. Just like any mobile device these days, it has cameras and sensors, and just like your phones and social media apps, it does facial recognition. Inside here is 3 grams of shaped explosive. This is how it works. Did you see that?
I saw it. So, there we are. They don't need to send the police after you. They just release the swarm. Woo! All right. Now I love this one right here. This is Cindy Holland, ex-NASA worker, ex-Lockheed Martin, ex-USAF. Shout out to her. She probably didn't have to do this. They're gonna get a lot of, you know how people are. Oh, how do you know she worked in NASA? How do you know she's not lying? How do you? Well, let's watch the video. Let's see.
When I worked at NASA, probably 1997, I heard them laughing and saying they couldn't believe that people believed in the fake moon landings. And then in 2007, told me that the Earth was flat, and I discarded the information because he didn't really give me a lot of detail. He was an engineer, very smart guy, aerospace background. Told me that the Earth was flat, and again I discarded it because it was just nonsense at the time. It's a hard awakening when it's all in one, but fake moon landings, 9/11 inside job, chemtrails, HARP, and you just fill in the blanks from there. There were no pictures of space. They were all jets. So the photo lab has a lot of photos, and none of
She's a liar. She doesn't know this stuff. How does she know?
space.
Wow.
Oh, shit. There she is. Oh my god, there she is again and again. Oh my god. She has certificates. She's accredited. Oh my god, no. This can't be real. Oh my god. Oh, somebody, my head's gonna pop. I can't believe it. Oh my god, it's really her. She's accredited. It's true. So she's not lying. She used to work there, and everything she said is, well, I mean, I'm not saying everything she said is true, but man, she must know something. She has to know something about something, because she was there. She worked for him for so long. But let's not believe the person who was there. Let's not believe the person who actually worked for these people. Let's just revert back to, oh my god, she's crazy. She's a conspiracy theory nut. Oh, I feel good about myself again. I feel better. Oh, okay. She's crazy. I'm sane. I've never been there. I've never worked for these people. I've never seen nothing. I've never been nowhere. But someone who has, and someone who's accredited and has pictures and evidence, no, she's crazy. I have to revert back to being certain of myself and my surroundings, or my head will explode because I'm a fucking sheep. Sorry. I about lost it. Shout out to Cindy. Or Cynthia. Cynthia Holland or whatever. Shout out to her. That was big ups. You don't find too many people that's doing this. I show lots of respect for people who are actually out there, and you know, because you know how these people are. All right, so I got like 2 more videos. I'm gonna show this one video because, like I said, I was on I got a couple more videos, so give me a minute. All right, like I said, teaches of Jordan Maxwell, just shows all over the place. Check this out.
325 AD, Emperor Constantine brought together 52 different tribes. They excluded the Jews. What was Jesus? Well, he was a Jew. We all agree with that, right? Okay, so he was a Jew. They weren't invited. Plus, he's already been gone 325 years, but he caused a hell of a following, and they were called Nazarenes. They weren't called Christians. The word Christian is actually derived from the word Cretan, which means retarded. And then Emperor Constantine got this big thing together, Council of Nicaea, look it up. And the Council of Nicaea got together and they blended all these religions together to make a new religion based on Yahshua, and they called it Christianity. And if anyone didn't agree with it, they killed them. Now imagine if you knew the truth and you spoke about it and you died. Now 300 years after that is 625 AD. 300 years later, how many people do you think were left that would talk about the truth? How many? None. They all would have been killed, or they all would have shut up and quit talking about it, and it would have been buried and covered 300 years later. We're 2,000 years later. But what are we supposed to believe? Well, go do your research. That's a fact what I just said. And what did they base it off of? They based it off the Greek god, you know, the Zeuses and the mythologists. They based it off the sun worshippers, and they based it off the Hare Krishnas. And that's why if you look at his name, which was Iesu H. Christos, which was 325 AD.
Christo, Christ, means Crisco, like oil. That's why you have crystal, like Cristal, wherever that fucking coconut oil is. Yeah, it's just English, just language. It's all that, you know, that's all it is. Etymology, words derived from words, Oxford Dictionary. Do some research. Okay, yeah. Okay, like 2 or 3 more videos, but these are good, and they're going to reflect on basically kind of like how I say it's the Matrix, everybody's in on it, and then I'll revert, I'll show you something else, and then I'll end with this awesome little thing that I found, this rant this dude said, which, oh my god, I mean 100% feel the same way. Alright, let's get it cracking. This is the one. Here we go.
Everyone always says like, oh, you're a conspiracy theorist. You think everyone's in on it? Yes, everyone is in on it. Yep. Because you know why? And you can see this, like Santa Claus, right? That's true. Majority of people tell their kids that Santa Claus is real. Now here's the thing. Eventually the kids grow up, they figure out Santa Claus isn't real. This was just a story that my parents told me, right? To keep me good, to control my behavior. Yep. So it's perception management, behavior control. But what happens? They grow up and they have kids, and they do the same thing to their kids. Yep. This is the same exact thing as the belief in human authority over other humans, i.e. government.
Okay, so you also want to...
Programs. I've been saying it. It's a program. You are like a computer. The program is to download you with what was downloaded to your parents. So your parents are going to teach you what they were taught. Hence, we will keep this world always fighting, always in disarray. It's a program, just like everybody's in on it. Even the littlest things you wouldn't know that you're in on. Which Santa is Satan. They both wore red, and they both like children. Just saying. Alright, so after playing that, I'm going to let you check out this other one. Thank you for chilling with the reels of Pepe. Yeah, check that out.
Regulators.
Wait, what's that? Parents catch what? Wait, what? The FBI's doing what? They would. Wait, that. Why would they do? Why? Why would the FBI groom your child to be an FBI? I'm just trying to figure it out. I'm confused. All right, here it is.
Act like they love Jesus Christ because of fear. Well, shit, that's not what I was gonna say. I was gonna bring it full circle for the Monique thing. That ain't never revealed itself to you. That imaginary ass shit. Yeah, you fear what happens when you die, so you act like you love Jesus. Right, but Christianity is the mental safe place for niggas who won't study who they are.
Right.
Ooh. Ouch. Hey, yo, remember I was said how they're fucking with our food and shit? This is what I was talking about. They even pissed this white man off.
Just placed our last $90 order, and guess what? Without any warning, they've changed the formula on the bread. New and improved. Well, we were quite excited. Although we liked the old one, we said, well, hey, if it's new and improved, let's go for it. So we tried toasting it, and it toasted up pretty good. I buttered it. It's buttered up pretty good. But by golly, when you tried to eat it, you knew it wasn't going to digest. There was something terribly wrong with it. My wife spit hers out, and she says, it's a sponge. Well, let me just show you. Come here with me. A little piece of bread. First thing I did was I got it all wet. I wrung it out. I put it there on the, and look at it. It's still the same piece of bread. So I thought, well, maybe it takes hot water. So I got real hot water, and I really sponged it up. Whoa! It's still a piece of bread. You know, with this $90 order that we just had come in, and we found out we couldn't eat it, I thought, well, we better find out something that we can do with it. I don't want to waste it. We do raise pigs, but I wasn't about to feed it to the pigs. I didn't want to chance losing any of those animals. So I've just been experimenting a little bit.
What the?
You get a little ketchup spill on your counter. We just.
Oh, yo, that shit's wild, bro. This shit's wild. Yo, he's lying, right?
A decade now have been actually making fake lettuce, fake eggs.
What I thought was even more weird, apparently they glue meat together. You know, when you buy a steak, you think it's a solid steak, but some of the cheap steaks are actually just a bunch of different end pieces, and they have this weird glue, and they glue ends together, and they apparently do it with chicken too. I think that's why it says on a lot of chicken packages, a cheap chicken, this is 15% rib meat.
See that? Don't breathe that in.
Otherwise known as meat glue.
Stay over the top like that, we mix it up.
Then roll it and refrigerate. Ours uncooked, but cooked.
That's the only time you need a mask, is when you trying to breathe in that shit.
Is another story. And it's not just beef. Pork, lamb, fish, and chicken.
Looks like one piece of chicken. It's unbelievable, isn't it? Yep. But hard to tell, isn't it?
On the grill, it's even harder to pick.
So that's the real McCoy, nice and tender.
He's not eating that shit. They don't eat that shit. That's for you. That's not for them.
And let's go for the meat glue. I can't tell the difference. And chances are you're eating it on a regular basis.
For, I think...
Yeah, welcome to Justin's Reels. Where's my pause? I'm all... Get ready, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, so here we have the new ATMs here at the UVA Credit Union in Berkmar in Charlottesville, Virginia. Looks like they're made by Hyosung, with a thing that looks kind of like the buildings there in Wuhan, China. This looks like a bar to possibly scan your license plate or your vehicle. Down here we have ID card scan, I assume for vaccination cards. Over here we have a palm vein scan, which looks like possible microchips. And so what they're going to do is they're going to require mandatory vaccinations for all Americans and all of your children. And if you do not, comply with them, then they are not going to allow you to have access to your money. They will take your children. You will not have any kind of benefits, but they will give you the option to opt out, to give you free will to make it your own choice.
Yeah, there's that one. I love a good conspiracy.
Working on a story at Sacramento Executive Airport yesterday when this aircraft passed by on its way to...
Number one, let's be honest. Let's just be honest. They've been doing this way too long. There's been plenty of times they could have asked this question. They got permission. It ain't even permission. They just don't give a fuck. And at this point, they don't care. But who's the conspiracy theories now?
To the hangar. My photographer and I noticed these odd attachments on the wings. You can see them right there. So we asked the pilot about them. It turns out that plane is a cloud seeding aircraft, and it was flying through this morning's rain.
Cloud seeding? Well, why, whatever do you mean?
The cloud seeding today was done by SMUD as a way to help increase stream flows to allow for more hydroelectric power generation.
Wait, what? That would mean they're manipulating the weather if they're causing it to rain. I'm not like the smartest man in the world, but if you do something to cause something to go on with the cloud, you have no control, but now you have control over it. It seems like you would be manipulating something, modifying it. I don't know.
Here's the basic science. Clouds form when billions of tiny water vapor particles condense onto dust and other microscopic particles to form water droplets.
Microscopic particles,
Those dust particles are called cloud condensation nuclei. Big phrase there. So you can think of them as cloud seeds. Every cloud has them, but not every cloud has enough to produce rain. That's where cloud seeding comes in. It's a weather modification technique that adds more...
Wait, it's a huh? It's a what? Weather modification?
...of these tiny particles to the lower part of the atmosphere. That's done with aircraft like what you just saw, or ground-based generators. The goal is to make the clouds more effective rain and snow producers. Silver iodide...
They'd rather find the modification so they can make it... Oh, man.
It is the most commonly used cloud seed, and while silver is a very toxic heavy metal in large quantities, environmental research shows that cloud seeding is not likely to be harmful to wildlife.
Not likely. So it's not a no. Not likely. We're doomed. Fucking doomed. We're doomed. Yeah, shout out to this lady.
Something's wrong. Something's very wrong. And I don't understand why, as a funeral director, I'm the one sort of blowing the whistle. Middle-aged people that were dying not at the normal time of the day, right? So they come home, have dinner, and die. And there'd be family present in their home, average, normal people. So that was a problem because that's new. You can't live with something like that in your body for a length of time. I mean, I was shocked that the people that I was seeing were living with that amount of that material in their circulatory system. I call them white fiber masses, and that's because they're an anomaly that I've never...
Wasn't that on Die Suddenly? White fiber masses? Large white fiber... I don't know. Maybe the whole world's just gone crazy. Yo, man, I want to give a shout out to Maria Abramovich or whatever that crazy bitch that be having those spiritual cookings. Let's keep going. Let's show y'all what it means when I say they want to normalize this weird shit.
All right, Chef, can you tell us the 3 secret ingredients that might be found in this amazing sausage that you made for us today?
The 3 secret ingredients that might be found in the sausage are fish liver, human flesh, or shark.
All right. Are those really the 3 ingredients?
Yeah, yes, fish liver, human flesh, or shark.
Why would that even be a fucking option? Let's just be honest.
You guys, is this...
Separate.
Is it?
And that's just, there's a stigma surrounding this.
We're good. We will clear it. We're good. Let's do one right, please.
All right. Yo.
Cleared what? What was cleared?
Oh, thank you, Kif. Thank you very much. All right, Joe. Fish liver, shark,
or human flesh.
God help you, it better be shark.
All right, 2. What do you think it's gonna be?
Shark 2.
Shark?
The liver is like too obvious, and I don't think it's human flesh, so I think it's shark.
Chef Keith, can you tell us what is the secret ingredient in this dish?
Yes, I'm afraid you're both wrong. It is human flesh.
I don't know what type of human flesh it is. I don't give a fuck if it was voluntary human flesh. Don't feed me human flesh. Like, that's not normal. What are we accomplishing here? Man. And I'm the conspiracy theorist nut. I'm the weirdo. But they put this shit on your TV and they normalize it. I apologize. I know I said like 3 videos, but man, I forgot that I did save some other ones, and I want you to see these. This is hilarious.
Would rather starve than to eat American food. American foods that are banned by other countries. These foods are banned is because they contain ingredients that cause
I didn't know that.
health issues. Chicken has been banned since 1997, and the reason it's banned is because they wash the chicken in chlorine before it goes on market. Mountain Dew banned because it contains a chemical used to put fires away. Man-made growth hormones in the milk, which are carcinogens, and as you know, carcinogens cause cancer. They say an apple a day will keep the doctor away. American apples are treated with a EPA chemical, which is also a carcinogen. A lot of these foods have carcinogens in them. Cereal, Skittles, Twinkies, Arby's baked goods, Coffee Mate, pork. You ever notice the pigs in America are a lot bigger than the pigs in every other country? They use ractopamine. Ractopamine is banned in 160 countries. Some of these countries are third world countries. People will rather starve than to eat American food. People will
literally starve. That shit is crazy. And sold a bill of goods. Now, I watched Simpsons growing up when I was younger, but I never really cared watching it. But it's weird as fuck. And for anyone to sit here and try to deny the fact that this isn't weird, that they put this shit in here and then it happens, I understand why you are having a tough time. I get it. You're still playing checkers. You don't even have checker pieces. You're just playing. You got the board. All right, let's keep moving.
Jen's family.
I'd like to call to order this secret conclave of America's media empires. We're here to come up with the next phony baloney crisis to put Americans back where they belong, in dark rooms glued to their televisions, too terrified to skip the commercials.
Well, I think...
NBC, you are here to listen and not speak. I think we should go with a good old-fashioned public health scare.
A new disease. No one's immune. It's like the summer of the shark, except instead of a shark, it's an epidemic. And instead of summer, it's all the time. That is smoking.
Now, I hate to be the guy who derails what everybody else loves.
He loves being that guy.
But, Janice, we do have standards. This can't be a made-up disease. Only to the general public.
We do have something we've been holding on to, but it hasn't been tested. Get over here, NBC.
Well, we certainly believe in testing, but Wow. Oh, yeah.
So, we've got our deadly disease. Now, we just have to blame it on something that's in every household, something that people are a little bit afraid of already. House cat flu is coming, people. The Center for Disease Disinformation predicts with some degree of probability that the house cat flu might spread in the following hypothetical outbreak pattern. So, petter beware, that warm body on your lap just might be ready to destroy
Hidden Gems family.
Yeah, stay stupid. Here's a little gem.
Yep, you read that right. The United Nations and multiple backed groups are calling to decriminalize underage sex. They do not say age limit, but they're saying that under the age of 18 is consensual. They're opening up the doors. They're operating this under the pretense for human rights, guys. They want to put this into law, and this opens the doors for child sex trafficking, multiple pedophilia acts. This is disgusting. This is just weeks after our own Pentagon says that children as young as 7 years old can consent to hormone replacement therapy. We are the largest contributor to the UN by masses. Why are we pushing this attack on our children to normalize pedophilia?
Let me tell you why, brother. Let me tell you why, brother. This is why.
The current system
has 85,000 kids they can't find. What in the world? It's the New York Times. It's not Fox News. And we're sitting here talking about a fiction of saying there's an infant rolling through somewhere outside of Eagle Pass right now, begging to claim asylum. The infant is not doing that. This is absurd. You know it's absurd. We have language here put forward in good faith, trying to figure out how to stop what I see in this chart behind me, where unaccompanied children are spiking through the roof, have been doing so since Democrats have been in charge of the administration. The only blip is when you had a Republican in charge. You had kids on top of train cars getting abused by cartels. You got numbers spiking through the roof since President Biden has been in office. And all we want to simply do is say, we want to get them home to their families. We want to get them to the place where they can go to a port of entry so we can take care of them. And we're being traded by my colleagues on the other side of the aisle with where are the 1,000 that aren't being reunified? Well, go find the 85,000 that we don't even know where the hell they are under the Biden administration.
They can't. Because they've been trafficked. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I promise you maybe 2-3 more, and then we're going to end it. All right, let's get it rolling.
Former USDA scientist, now whistleblower, knows that 70% of the ground beef we buy at the supermarket contains something he calls pink slime. Beef trimmings that were once used only in dog food and cooking oil, now sprayed with ammonia to make them safe to eat, and then added to most ground beef as a cheaper filler. It was Zernstein who in a USDA memo first coined the term pink slime, and is now coming forward to say he won't buy it.
It's economic fraud. It's not fresh ground beef. It's a substitute. It's a cheap substitute being added in.
Zernstein and his fellow USDA scientist Carl Custer both warned against using what the industry calls lean, finely textured beef, and is widely known now as pink slime. But their government bosses overruled them. Why didn't you consider?
Dr. Jane Elliott strikes again. She on the money with this one.
If you are raised and schooled in the United States of America, and you have gone to school for 13 years, K through 12, and you aren't a racist, you weren't listening. Now, people really resent it when I say that, but wait a minute, folks. Who do we say invented everything, discovered everything, did all the writing, did all the reading? People. Eventually, maybe you'll actually say when the teacher says, Christopher Columbus discovered America and he met those Indians here. There were no Indians here when Christopher Columbus got here. There were people from Africa who had been here for over 10,000 years before Christopher Columbus was born. It's time for us to teach our children the truth. And it's time for us to say, okay, we're going to talk about Black Lives Matter. People, everybody trace your DNA back as far as you can trace it. And you're going to find out that every one of you has in their DNA some DNA from a country in Africa. That's a fact.
Do you know that Google can hear everything you say?
Don't be telling nobody that. They ain't allowed to know the truth. Alright.
I know I'm not the sharpest knife in the crayon box, but can someone please help me understand this?
Tell you why. 'Cause this shit has been in the making for a long time, buddy. You saw it with predictive programming with The Simpsons. All right, let's go. One or two more.
There's no such thing as red meat. Pay attention. Ooh. Of course it's red when you first cut it. They pump it full of carbon monoxide to keep it red. Red is the #1 color in marketing, and it's more likely you'll purchase it if it's bright red. Because normally it will be a gray or brown color. You know, like this spot right here. Carbon
They're gonna fire that motherfucker.
monoxide makes the meat appear fresher. It masks any of the natural aging and spoilage of meats. Processors do not have to indicate on the label that their meat product has been treated with carbon monoxide. When meat is exposed to air, oxidation naturally turns the meat from a purple red over time to a brown and gray. Modified air packaging keeps it bright red. Carbon monoxide is a poisonous gas and is impossible to detect. The result is a bright red color. Because it's technically a stabilizer, not an additive, they don't have to list it on the packaging. It's banned in Europe, but not the US. They also use food colorings to keep it red. One of the main ones is microgranulated meat pigment derived from pork blood. Comment "that's nasty" and share this to save a friend.
Ouch. All right, I'm gonna end with this video because this is how I feel. And man, when I saw this, I was like, wow, that guy just spoke to me. I don't know who the hell he is.
An opinion you have that might piss some people off.
The majority of society nowadays is filled with a bunch of narcissistic, worthless, two-faced pieces of shit that don't give a fuck who they step on, break, or destroy along the way, as long as anything that they did benefited them in some positive way, that nobody gives a shit about helping anybody for the simple fact of helping somebody. It's always got to have some kind of a net gain. The fact that too many fucking people hold the wrong people on high, while the rest of the people who are actually out there every day trying to make the world a better place and trying to make people happy are just fucking shit on constantly. The majority of society is shit.
When I worked at NASA,
I'm dead serious. I mean, spot on, whatever he said. 100% rocking with that dude. That's the type of dude I want on my team. That's the type of soldier I want on my team. That's a loyal motherfucker. We will die together fighting for a true, real freedom of, like, humanity. Like, that's the type of person. That's the type of soldier I want. Somebody with a mindset like that. Because he know. We might disagree with some other shit, but with his mindset and what he just said, I'm pretty sure we have more things we will agree on. But if we disagree, we'll still come out and still be friends and still respect one another. That's the type of motherfucker I want in society with me. But hey, I just want to say I appreciate you rocking with me. It's been a pleasure you joining your boy. I know we've probably been on this bitch for a long time. The last, good half hour is probably me showing up those my reels, just stuff that I scroll through and see. It kind of tells me, like I said, why I feel like TikTok is being attacked and why they want to shut it down. I was really never on it. I thought about doing it promotional wise, but I was just, and I'm pretty sure the CCP is got it tapped or whatever they're doing. Possibly, maybe they do, but gift and curse. We have to take what was ours in the beginning and what they flipped into it being a curse and return it to it being a gift to wake each other up and to reach out to one another and to wake up like everyone. Man, we also need to work on a translation app where people can easily go watch something and they can pick whatever is in their native language to hear my podcast, to hear your podcast, to hear anybody's podcast, to hear or watch anything they want to watch to get some understanding on what's going on. Maybe that's something I'm going to work on. Dead serious. That's something that we definitely need to do. Yeah. But yeah, like I said, thanks for joining me. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for stopping by. Like I said, do not be naive to what's going on. Silver, gold, bullets, crypto. Diversify your portfolio. They will rob you. Like I said, thanks for stopping by. It's your boy Macaroni. I'm in the building, and now I'm out. Peace.
I thought you boys understood. It's business. That's all it is. You still don't get it, do you, boys? There ain't no no countries anymore. No more good guys. They're running the whole show. They own everything, the whole goddamn planet. They can do whatever they want. What's wrong with having it good for a change? Now they're gonna let us have it good if we just help them. They're gonna leave us alone. Let us make some money. You can have a little taste of that good life too. Now I know you want it. Hell, everybody does. Do it to your own kind. What's the threat? We all sell out every day. Might as well be on the winning team.